Good day, my name is Elizabeth Tyra, and today our Group 5, will be presenting our proposal on our beach cleaning program. So these are the contents that we will be covering for our proposal presentation today. First off, I will start off with the introduction. Then my groupmate will discuss regarding the issues that are related to the weaknesses of UTM graduate attributes, followed by details of the activity itself, followed by the importance of our suggestion, and lastly, the conclusion. Okay, let's start off with the introduction of our organizing committee. So the director of the program would be Lo Hui Shen, and the secretary would be Ku Jiawen. Vice secretary would be myself, Elizabeth Tyra, and our treasurer is Hugh Huai Ming. And the program that we will propose today is a beach cleaning at Pantai Penyabong, which is in Mersing, Johor.
Next, let us focus on the issues related to weaknesses of UTM graduate attributes. Before that, we have conducted a short survey and we have received a total of 38 respondents, which consisting of 73.7% of female and 26.3% of male. In this survey, we have collected responses from UTM students who are from different faculties and courses. Meanwhile, a few of our respondents are international students. In addition, we have also surveyed on the awareness of our respondents to environmental issues. Based on statistics, more than half of the respondents having high awareness, especially to our marine pollution. According to the bar chart below, most of the respondents think that both global citizens as well as leadership and teamworking skills are the two graduate attributes UTM students are lacking nowadays. Based on our opinions, COVID-19 pandemic could be one of the main issues contributing to this situation. Due to this pandemic, classes were halted and no physical activities were allowed at that time. Thus, this indicates less opportunities were available for UTM students. Secondly, students' attitudes. Some of the students may be more focused on their academic things and they are passive in joining extracurriculum as they think that is not important. Apart from that, students who are self-centered may choose to ignore global issues that happen nowadays. Third is external factor. Currently, there are a lot of distractions outside, which causes students prefer to indulge themselves in other activities, such as entertainment. Next, students do not practice reading habits and they may have poor general knowledge regarding global issues. Lastly, some of the students may easily influenced by people around them, including in making decisions on whether or not to join an activity.
Hi, I'm Hui Shen, and I'm going to continue to the next part, which is the details of the activity. In this activity proposal, our activity name will be beach cleaning at Pantai Penyabong, Mersing, Johor, and the activity date will be on 31st of August 2022, which is also on the Merdeka Day. As for the content of the activity, which is the activity background, beach cleaning or cleaning up is the process of removing solid litter, dense chemicals, and organic debris deposited on a beach or coastline by the tide, local visitors, or tourists. Humans pollute beach with materials such as plastic bottles and bags, plastic straw, fishing gear, cigarette filters, surgical masks, and many other items that often lead to environmental degradation. From this activity, we plan to gather UTM students to visit Pantai Penyabong, Mersing, Johor together to clean up the beach, making the place a safer and better destination to visit, as the litters on the beach might be sharp and cause injuries to the visitors. Besides that, we also aim to increase two UTM graduate attributes through this event, which are global citizen and leadership and teamworking among the UTM community. As for the goals and the objective, first of all, we aim to raise awareness in UTM community about marine pollution and reduce the impact of non-reusable plastic towards the ocean. Besides that, we also aim to increase social responsibility among UTM students to see themselves as a part of the community. Lastly, we aim to create a lively and enjoyable team working session for UTM students to enjoy while doing community services. As for our targeted participants, we aim to engage with 80 UTM students to join in our program. And as for the invited guests or presenters, we plan to invite the director of the Johor Bahru City Council and also Mr. Rick from Kawan Guni to give us some briefing or training on waste collection.
I'm Huai Ming. So next, I will proceed to explain on our activity schedule. This event will last for around 7 hours, which will begin at 6 a.m., in which students will arrive in UTM and will do a brief registration. And at 6:30, we'll begin our journey to Pantai Penyabong, which is the destination of our beach cleaning event. Then we'll have breakfast, and at 9, we'll have a short agenda briefing from our partner, which is Johor Bahru City Council, and also our organizing committees. Then from 9:30 to 11 a.m., the beach cleaning event will begin, which will last for around 1.5 hours. Then from 11 to 12, we'll have waste sorting training from our partner, Mr. Rick, from Kawan Guni, in which our partner will train us on how to sort the waste according to the categories. Then from 12 to 12:30, we'll have a brief closing ceremony and also appreciation to our partners as well as our participants. So moving on, this is the financial statement expected for our activity. So I'll separate this into two parts, which is revenue stream and also expenses. So for revenue stream, we'll be collecting a 5 ringgit from our participants, and also the price will be 400 ringgit. While for a sponsorship, we'll try to get sponsorship from our partners, which will be 1,000 ringgit. So the total revenue for our event will be 1,400 ringgit. Meanwhile, for expenses, we will have a transportation fee, which is bus for all of our participants and also our organizing committees. So it will cost 700 ringgit. Then we will also carry out physical and virtual marketing in UTM, which will cost 150 ringgit, as well as we have partner appreciation gift for both of our partners, which will be expected 50 ringgit. And we have certificate for all of our participants involved, which will be 120 ringgit. Materials fee, which will cost 400 ringgit, and also any emergency or indirect costs, which we allocate 100 ringgit for backup. So the estimated total expenses will be 1,520 ringgit, which is slightly more than our revenue. Yeah. Okay, so moving on, we will have this monitoring and evaluation throughout our whole program to measure the effectiveness of our program. So during the implementation of our program, we wish to reach 80 participants from UTM students, and we'll measure this through our Google Form registrations and also our on-spot registration during the day. And also we wish to have 1,000 social media outreach through social media such as Instagram and Facebook, and we'll measure this through the number of views. Moving on, after the completion of our event, we have a few KPI to be reached. So first of all will be, we wish to have 50 kg of waste collected from the beach, and we'll measure this through on-spot collection and also weighing to know like what is the amount of waste collected. And also we wish to reach 80% increase of awareness towards waste management after our event. And we'll measure this through the feedback form and also survey form through Google Forms from our participants. And all of this monitoring evaluation during the implementation of the program and also after the completion of the program is very important, as we wish to see whether there's any improvement in the graduate attributes of our UTM students.
For the next part, which is the importance of this suggestion. So there are several importance of this suggestion for the improvement of graduate attributes for the students and for UTM itself. First of all, from this activity, it can be used to improve social responsibility of students as a global citizen. Besides that, this activity may also empower students to assume active roles, both locally and globally, in building a more peaceful, tolerant, inclusive, and secure societies. Next, collaborative problem solving may also lead to better outcomes, train students to work in a team, and this may help students in improving their social skills. And lastly, we plan to bring students to give back to the community, together making the environment a safer and enjoyable place for the others.
Okay, so now let's move on to the last part of the presentation, which is the conclusion. So in a nutshell, we hope that the presentation for our proposal can be taken into serious consideration, as not only does this beach cleaning program at Mersing can help students be aware of their social responsibilities and also develop the necessary team working skills to work in a team, it also promotes awareness regarding marine pollution to the UTM community. So with that, that is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for lending your ears.